Hi guys. This is gonna be shorter than most because honestly, I'm pretty sure we've all seen what it is we're gonna be talking about this time around. I'm still doing some additional research, some additional review of my data because I'm gonna be making a giant fucking video demonstrating some shit that I've been seeing and that I've experienced within the last fortnight. But until I get through with that, it's gonna be a little bit more time to really parse through it all and then really let the evidence all come in. This is a building thing. So let's talk about some stupid ass shit that I know we've all already been privy to. Thunberg. Now, if you're me, someone in my audience, someone in my followage, y'all already know what it is. You already know what I'm about to say. You don't know, allow me to fill you in. So, Greta Thunberg, crisis actor incarnate. Probably the best example of exactly why we don't use children as political puppets to win political points. This is, by the way, this is why those who would seek to scam you would use children to spread their messages. This is why they use David Hogg. This is why they use Kyle Kalinske or C.J. Perelson. I think this is his last name. Emma Thompson, and now Greta. When a political figure of any kind, shape, or form puts a child dead set front and center as like the cultural icon of an iconoclastic generation, it's very obvious that they're using him as a tool, a weapon, and a defense. Links probably either in the low bar or in the description of what I'm talking about. There have been several hundred thousand, but I retweeted earlier, about 15 minutes ago, a clip from the Discovery panel for the hashtags. Namely, that Fox News is going to not be seeking further services or business from Michael Knowles because of his spicy comments about Greta after the UN summit where she spoke. We've all thoroughly memed it into the ground. We've clipped it for all it's worth. We've mocked it because, that's what we do. We're shit posters. We mock these things. But I wanted to comment on it because I don't think many people, get it. Some people do, hopefully, but normies don't get it. Especially when it's on the topic of climate debate, right? Regardless of your stance, if it's not if it's not glaringly obvious to you that both sides of this debate, quote unquote, those sides that they choose to recognize as the official tenured positions, aren't very obviously looking to make this the most diametrically opposed fight in the existence of politics, no more trumped by, the railing against Trump itself. It's so glaring that it shines a bright light in your eye and you can't get away from it. Because this isn't just a golfer trap. No. It's not just a golfer trap. This is a catch-22. If you accept Greta's opinions directly, right? If you just listen and believe, then you're on the right side of history, as I like to say. If you dismiss her, but you actually attack her opinions and not her, and this is a real tweet, because I can go pull that one up too. It'll also be in the low bar. They say to you, it's very obvious why they don't listen to the children is because they really want to keep control of the status quo. Even when people who don't even agree with her, or people who do agree with what she's saying, can outright say, listen, you're using her as a pawn. Can we not? And the detractors also say the same thing. We don't listen to you because we know that these are your opinions, not hers. Why don't you say them instead of making her say them and torturing her? Because this is basically stealing her childhood. Like, she says those words in her speech, but subconsciously, I'd like to assume and think and hope, if there's anything good and decent in this world, that it's her telling her parents how fucked up they've made her. Um, if you are neutral on their positions, they say you're not doing enough research, you're not learning enough of an argument, and you need to do more. And then they give you very biased sources that tell you that you need to eat cockroach and you need to drink cockroach milk. You need to live 22 a cube in a giant reboot center while also being shipped off and escorted so you can spend 90% of your money and earnings being a good, gentle slave. And if you refute her and choose to be as spicy as most people's takes have been, maybe even including Knowles's, I don't consider it to be that spicy. If you dismiss her out of hand and out of pocket, rightfully, but you do so with words that they don't like, you're going to get the treatment that Knowles is getting right now from Fox News, which is exactly the thing that they want, which is they don't want you to have any platform, period. You say some shit like what he said, or anything close to what he said, something that they destroy you for because you're something that is a figurehead as part of a company. You're a news anchor or you're a news correspondent, and they use you for research and put you on the spot, on center. If you say the quote-unquote wrong words, they remove your payments, they remove your everything, and then they say, no, we're not going to seek any further business with them because they did an oopsie. It's that thing. It's very obvious that this is the tactic that they use, because it was as obvious when they used David Hogg for this. It was as obvious when they used Emma for this. It was as obvious when Emma Gonzalez put her own nudes on 4chan and attempted to try to get 4chan taken down when everybody knew that she put them there. That's what started the meme Lega Belena. I imagine we're going to have memes exactly like this moving forward. This is probably going to be like one of the more common things that we see coming out of this situation. I don't expect much to come of it, if anything. If anything, from the news coverage, it's going to get a lot of attention. People are going to start looking into her family. They're going to realize, the same way that most of us realized when we saw the pictures of her circulating around social media, that she is being fed lies by her very, very Antifa parents. The picture of her and him, and then her in the shirt on the sofa. And they're going to throw it down the memory hole, and it's going to disappear. Much like how every single time people like to try to do shit like, quote tweet me out of context. They like to clip shit so that they can get clout on the internet, and then they delete their tweets because they know they've been exposed. And bad takes, bad times all around. Peace out. That's all I need to say. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody. Mwah. I love you.